The weight shifts when you go up. It's just like going up the steps and carrying something. It's heavier than if you walked on a flat surface, God. And the reason it's heavy is because of the incline. So it's more gravity, God. Like in that build degree when they tell you about that gravity. So it's more gravity, so it's more moisture, God. It's more moisture, it's more gravity, it's more energy, it's more power, it's more weight. It's 6 sextillion tons followed by 21 ciphers at any given time, right? But what about when the earth contained people? What about when the earth contained heavier thoughts? What about when the earth contained shit that dropped out of space onto the earth? It increased the weight, but you don't feel the increase of weight because what? You keep it on, you keep it revolving and rotating, God, on an axis. So you don't feel it, but the gravity is there, and the gravity is pulling on it. And these are signs, and this is, pardon me, God, and this is the science of universal law, God. What you put out, you're going to pull, because gravitational force is the force and or push or magnetic in the reaction. Because you can attract something, allow it to be magnetic, and you can repulse it, God, push it away. Poof! It'll go away from you, or you can bring it to you. It's a way to get shit to sweet like a honeybee, God. Then there's a way to be crushed like a tiger and get some shit off. But the weight that you're taking upon yourself right now, you need somebody here, you need somebody here. $100. You need 10 brothers you can count on for that. $100 every month. Not 50, 50, 50 chasing people, calling. 50 you want to give, that's fine. We'll put that in another fund. We'll do something with that. We'll have some food at the barbershop or whatever. But you need 10 solid brothers that you can count on for that 100 every month. You see what I'm saying? And that's the weight you take upon yourself. While you sitting here right now, this weight coming upon you. Because y'all did this. You and Power did this. You know, I don't know even what other brothers. But y'all did this. So now y'all gotta keep this in effect because now people is looking. Brothers is looking because brothers is hungry. You got babies on this bus. So now we can't stop and say we don't got the money next month. This is the problem. But the sun make the earth what? Keep revolving. The sun make things keep going on. The Son of Man calls what? All things. So I'm saying you have support, God. That's not a thing for me to give you $100 to further our cause, further our universe, further our nation, further our education, further our babies, God. You understand? So if this is what we're gonna do every month, I'm with you on that, and we're gonna do it. You can't do it and not do it. It can't be just a plan, God, without no work behind it.
Appreciate it.
I'm with you. With you, Lee. You know you my barber guy, even though I have to go into Selena, you still my barber guy. I love you, young guy. So you behind me. So you know what? Y'all shine. She shy barber?
Yeah, she shy barber.
See, y'all shine and make me shine. Because it make my life know that it wasn't worth nothing. Coming back on, hanging out all night, hanging out around older brothers, hanging out with King Wisdom, and they be like going into working like I'm trying to sneak in with them and all that. I was bringing it back up to y'all in Neptune. So I made sure it came back. You know what I'm saying? And the brothers clear my path and always taught me this. I will defend your right to tell the truth, God. That's it. You know? Anything else, I help you, but I will defend your right to sit there. You tell the truth. I defend your right. However you get it out, God, I will stand right with you. You're going to hear the truth. You ain't got to be worried about none of that, God. You ain't got to be worried about nobody, nothing. You do your thing. I support that, God. 150 million %, God. I'm with you. I love you.
Yeah, it is really good.
Yeah, I know. But so that's what it is, God. It's back and forth. It's not I do for you, you do for me. But that's it. We fall off. We're in eternal flame, God. We're an eternal flame, God. An infinite flame. No omega. It's no end to this, God. People choose their own end, God. People choose their own end. They end their path before their future come, God. They end their path just when their future. They tap out. They tap out. They break the ball and switch lanes. And that's not to say that's no disrespect, because you know I was talking. If somebody leave from amongst us and they don't talk about us, they can come back amongst us. But if they you know, oh, they did this, the nation ain't the reason why you ain't successful, brother. We don't teach none of that. We still had to just come up, but every people, every community, every nation has these things within their society, a group of men. You have to be a man for you, God. You know, you can't be a little boy. We was little boys with this, walking around just leaking power, leaking strength, leaking future, leaking success. But the wisdom is the key to do what you know. That's what make it. That's where it is at, guys. That's 1 and 2 together. Even though knowledge, understanding, you can cross the bridge without actually going physically in a woman's womb. The wisdom, showing what you know, doing what you know. In the experience of life, this is what I'm going to achieve, this is who I'm going to be, this is what I'm going to do. And actually executing the plan, God. So that's where it's at, the wisdom of doing what you know. That's what makes you successful, doing more of what you know. The more you do what you know, because you know better. Yeah. Even when we do wrong, we know better, God, because we were shown better, we was taught better, we learned better. That's all we really know. So when we go just according to our own knowledge, that's what we always wrong, God. But we still right, because guess what? Our knowledge and wisdom give us the power to come up out of the pit. God, we got 50 lives, God. Nobody can stop the gods. Get in some shit, you gonna get out of it. You don't need the judge, you don't need no mason, you don't need none of that. You just know how you're going to come out because of what you put in. If you're a true and living God, you're going to come out shinier than ever. And they're going to be like, how did that happen with that motherfucker? You know, hate. Because that's the signs what's missing, God. Because everybody used to love us. Love the gods. You know what I'm saying? Now we're trying to be dominant. I'm not waiting for nobody. I don't care who waiting for me to get my ass together. My ass is together when it wasn't together. Ain't none of them could ever justify and tell me I wasn't together, because I was always together, because I was always complete, because I always had everything I needed. I was born this way. Before I was born, I was this way. You don't get knowledge of self and then be God. God is infinite. You always was been, always has been, always will be. You ain't choose a name and all of a sudden you was God. Get the hell out of here. It's hard to be God. But you was always born, God. You was born into this. You see what I'm saying? It was always something different. When I was a little kid, God, I used to pray. Guess who answered me back? A deeper voice in my head. That was me as a grown man already knowing what was going to happen. It's all inside you, God. I don't know that. I don't know no other way. I don't know no other answer. That's what worked. I show and prove it worked. You know what I'm saying? I'm a testimonial. I'm a testimonial, God. I'm a testimonial. Because guess what? I made sure I was everywhere. You know, when I was young, they couldn't close the door on me. I was in that motherfucker. In there, God. Like this. Guys be like, he gotta go to school in the morning. Like, send his ass home in a cab. Like, what the hell is going on? Why is 2 out black here? You know what I'm saying?
Send him home in a cab.
Until I got to the point where you can't send me nowhere now. Guess what? I know this. You see what I'm saying? And then I ran the ball home. I'm always on running back. That's why I always give it, God. Always give it. I always save my life. And I know how to save my life. I can't save your life, but I can give you what it takes for you to develop and know how to save your own life. I know that well. I know that well. You know, I know that well. And see, that's what I was saying. I'm going to stand at your side. If you could do that, I'm going to stand at your side and say, go, go, go. Nobody going to do a thing. Let him teach everything he want to teach because he's telling the truth. And that's the power, God. That's the power. That can't be stopped. And that's what we got on this bus. That straight generator where we going. That's the connection. That's the connection. We're going to the holy city of Mecca, God. That's our Mecca. We're not going to Saudi Arabia. But guess what? The placement and what's taking place is that geographical location for us. Where Allah controls politics. Because we're not politicians and we don't deal with that. But Allah controls the government. Allah stopped the gangs. Allah brought them brothers. Go ask them brothers. They was in gangs, God. They was all in gangs. Just our lives run parallel. Our lives run parallel, not the same. Because King Wisdom, Malik was in the Park Hill Chaplains, right? The warlord, God. That's why I still call him the warlord. Malik, God. And look at how he is. You can tell he was the warlord, right? Yeah. See our big brother right here, God?
Always.
Do it again? God, King Wisdom would rip somebody to tear him to shreds, God. But he's the kindest big brother you ever want to meet. But he will kill somebody. He'll kill somebody before they dead. They'll be killed twice, God. You understand what I'm saying? So you got to know this, God. You know what I'm saying? Know these things. you doing something great for us, God, you got brothers that's gonna be right with you, God. And that means you have a brotherhood. So now we looking at you. You great to me, but now everybody looking at you. So here we go again with the weight, the inclination, and how it all fall down. You know how they say shit roll downhill, weight roll downhill too. That's you. Weight roll downhill too. The further we go up, we almost up top now. We almost up top. And you're going to be sweating bad when you get in there too. And they're going to say, I got a bus, God. And I'm going to say, yeah, go speak to them, God. Look, we got the bus. Him did it, him did it.
Always, man, I'm always there.
God, okay, peace, God. Next month, yeah, we'll be with more babies next month.
Yeah, that's what we need. Somewhere along the line.
You know, and you know what, God? Next year it'll be understanding sight for years. Understanding sight for years. I had this. You look at my life, God. You know some of my story. You know who I am. You look at my life, God. You look at my brotherhood that I have. I established that. I never had nobody to come and say, "Oh, he's great. I love his brothers did that shit." You know what I'm saying? Trump, like, you need to be a lawyer. You need to stay in school. Why you did this? Why you did that? No, I never had nobody say that they loved me though, except for my brotherhood. Ask them why. I'm sure it'll be a common thread why they all say the same thing. Because I bring energy, happiness, God. I never leave you. I'm always there. I know what the hell I'm doing and what I'm talking about. And I forged this out of dust and sand. I was counted out, God. I was counted out by a lot of people who said that they love me. But you can't love me if you ever counted me out. Because that's like Job in the Bible. Like when he was down, his boys came around him and clowned him. When you started your shop, they came around and was like, he'll never make it. Malik's gonna fail. How he gonna have a barbershop up the hill? Who's gonna come see him? Guess what? You made sure True Black Sun got to it. Guess what? Now the blessings gonna roll. Whatever you touch now, unless you let somebody come amongst you and start touching what you touch, that's not worthy of touching it. You can do what you want and say what you want, dog, because it's for a righteous cause. And I'm telling you, and I mean that. And you got the backup that you need to do. You got people that's going to thrust you forward. When the hill get hard and the weight come down, you got people that's going to put their back to yours and thrust you forward. Because the blessing is yours, and the blessing is power. For y'all doing this, for you doing everything you do, everybody see. So that's the problem with everybody seeing. Everybody see, and their eyes don't tell the truth because they look at just with their physical eyes. But when you see with the mind, that's when you see understanding. That's when you see clearly because you no longer standing under. That's when look at the mystery. Look, we in the tunnel, God, but you can still see. But we might think we see something in shadows, and that's not what we see. But in the mind, we know we're in the tunnel. You can visualize it how it really is, God. The fabric of it and everything. So that's how you have to always see, and that's how you always have to seek people that's amongst the cycle. Because somebody would like to contribute to this, and somebody would like to mess this up just so they can say you failed, God. Don't forget that. We got them amongst us, God. And that's why we always kicking them in the ass. And like I said, I almost had this understanding side for years, and I watched the same brothers get kicked in the ass for 30 years too, God. But they still come back and they gluttons for punishment. You see what I'm saying? But you're going to punish yourself because self-justice is the worst justice. Don't try and condemn. I ain't gonna talk about what you're doing, none of that shit, God. Not amongst me, because I burn it to flames, God. I would skate on a motherfucker like ice, God. That's actual fact. That's actual fact, Malik. I'm with you. With all y'all, man. Because y'all came behind me and I sacrificed a lot. Whether I knew it or not, I just did what I automatically knew. Keep walking around, keep teaching what you know. Go here, go through this dangerous trial and tribulation. Bring it back to some of them young. So that's why I'm revealed by y'all. And I wouldn't have it no other way. And that's why I respect my elders the way I do still to this day. You watch how I get around, get amongst my elders, y'all. And they love me. But you watch how I respect them. They ain't gonna talk no shit. If they go left, I'll check them real quick. Because that's how they did me. I rattled my brain. Rattled my brain until I was like, God damn, why am I here? Who stands for this? Why am I even standing for this? cruel and unusual punishment. But I remember the guy put me to the side and he said, you know what, God? He said, you are your brother's insurance policy. But whatever happens to him, you ensure that he's here. You ensure that he still lives on if that's really your brother. This ain't no play shit. I can't say, I can tell you, God, you stink. God, you fucked up. God, this, you need to do this, this, that, and the other thing. But guess what? I can't refuse you love and equality. I can't make sure you unsafe or your baby's unsafe or nothing like that. It's guarantee of that. Not for no reason. You don't pay me to do that. You ain't raised me up to do that. You just are, God. I am who I am kind of thing. And that's the science of that. That's the science of all law. Father didn't want to dominate us and step on our heads. He uplifted us, God. And that's why all our lives run parallel. He uplifted people who people was like, they'll never be nothing. But inside and together, look at our greatness combined. Look at our talents. Look at our supremacy. Look at our legacy. And that's what it is, God. Always. That's the best part. That's the fat in the middle. That's just the heaviness of it. That's what you want. You don't want the water that's going to dissipate. Because you can draw that water up and down. But that cream stay. That cream rise one little puff. I'm a chef, God. You know I know that. And at the end, it be nothing. Because the sun draws all that up into the Earth's rotation, which really, let's take this now and make this degree walk and talk. The Earth's rotation is really just right now. This is our life's rotation. The planet Earth is the home of Islam. So this is our Earth rotation, God. We're not talking about the physical woman now. We're just talking about the Earth's rotation. We're talking about the atmosphere. We're talking about the mist. We got all this. We're talking about many different layers of currents. Some are soft and warm. Some brothers are speaking loud. Snow on the ground, that's melt. We're drawing it up, the sun is shining. When we get out of this, you'll see the sun shining still again. There's many suns on this bus. Somewhere it's a little insect on this bus. That's a world too. We are God of all the world. God's Lord of all the world. It's a world of everything. A world of plants, a world of cells, a world of food, a world of hair, a world of beers, a world of metals that makes the beer cans for the metals, a world of everything. The universe consists of everything, known and what unknown, because some people don't know. It's only known to the one who knows, God. Like Justice Fool used to say, he said, God hit me too up, but you know what? I had to really draw this up. Justice Fool said, hey, scientific. Scientific. Science. What side? What J. Rule say, God? Somebody don't appreciate what? Appreciate the appreciation. God, one night I went home and I really had to think about what Justice Fool was saying, God. They don't appreciate the appreciation, God. You gotta appreciate this, God. Appreciate having free transportation on this bus to the holy city of Mecca. Because everybody couldn't be on this bus. Everybody couldn't be on this bus. Everybody fortunate enough to. This is history right now. This is history amongst us. We ain't had a bus, God, in years. I've been to about 1,000 rallies since we had a bus, God.
You been to every rally?
I've been to a lot of rallies. I've been to a lot of rallies, God. A lot of rallies. 30 years worth of rallies, God. A lot of rallies. Last bus I was on was maybe 91. 91?
Yeah, that's when I recognized 120.
She love bought the bus or something.
Appreciation, man.
Appreciate your appreciation, God. And that's why we here, baby. Save my life. When the gangs came to get me, when I was under the age of 16 and the gangs came to kill me, guess who came and saved my life? Came and saved my life. And went away for a long, long time. But guess what? They ain't never say nothing to me no more. Now when they see me, they try to give, they try to give gracious kiss my hand and shit like that, dog. Because I tell the truth. So I ain't asked none to do none of that. Just defending my right to tell the truth, dog. Thanks.